All right, my friends, and we are back. Thank you for standing by. Let me have a short break there. Let me. My controller wires are all tangled up. Hang on. Oh no, it's worse than I thought. Just a moment. All right. Actually try very hard to keep my controllers somewhat organized, and it never works. It never works. They always become a mess. That's what happens when you got 800 consoles over here and you're constantly switching between them. But Castlevania, I love this game. Big fan of Castlevania. I've actually beaten this game deathless once. One time I had a perfect deathless run. Tonight's run will not be deathless. Tonight's run will be mini death. Tonight's run will be mini continues as I game over again and again. Castlevania whip only is something that I've only done. I've only beaten the game whip only once. I've only tried it once. So, I mean, it is nice that I did beat it. That I have beaten it like that. But we're going to try and do it again. And let's dive in. So I'm going to do my best not to pick up a sub-weapon. At any point, I won't. Once my whip is powered up, I'm going to try not to break any of the breakable things for the most part. I know I just broke two, but I wanted to make sure. I didn't remember if you grabbed 3 power-ups, 2 power-ups. No, what am I doing? 2 or 3. Old habits. That kind of thing. I'm not going to be too hard on myself. Like, if I pick up a sub-weapon and accidentally throw it, you know. We're not going to, like, hit reset. If it gives me, like, if I do that and it gives me some advantage that's unfair, then maybe I'll just throw the life away. But we're gonna sort of be casual about the whip only thing, since I'm just beginning to practice it. But as you know, hopefully it'll be something that I become good at, and maybe one day we'll even do a deathless whip only run. I think for the deathless whip only, I think we'll also mandate no wall meat. We're gonna use wall meat tonight. Again, just to be clear, I'm new to this challenge. We're gonna be using wall meat tonight, but I'm thinking when we do it for real, when we go for deathless, we're gonna say no wall meat. Maybe if I get good enough with the whip, maybe we'll just do a true low percent, and we'll just not even we'll not even pick up the upgrades. But I don't know if I can ever be that good. You know, I'm dreaming here. Oh, the bat has the advantage. Oh, no, he doesn't. We have the advantage. He's down in health. Perfect. We're tied up again. That was as close as it could be. Have a sub-weapon. Have a sub-weapon to throw Dracula's wine glass. That sounds good. I know Dracula throws his wine glass in Symphony of the Night, and I know he throws it in Castlevania Chronicles. I think. I don't know what else he throws his wine glass in. If there are any other... I imagine there are other games where he does it, but I can't think of them. No, I picked up a sub-weapon. I've got to be very careful not to throw this. Oh, never mind. We're dead. That fixes that problem. I don't know why the mature content warning is coming up on my stream every time. It's that's not supposed to be turned on. Let me double check. Sorry, I don't like clicking around with this stuff when we're live, but now I'm concerned if that warning is still on, then maybe I accidentally turned something else off by mistake. Nope, maybe it just didn't save. All right. Oh, my whip is powered down. Oh, well, my whip is going to stay powered down. I didn't grab the extra whip power up because I just wanted a taste of, like, what it might be like to be a little bit more powered down. I know that's not fully powered down, but I was like, well, baby steps. Oh, he still made it through. That was without even the upgraded whip, so maybe we'll hang out with this. Maybe we'll hang out with this weaker whip for a while longer yet. I'll power it up if I need to, but you know, let's just be sort of laid back about this and experiment with a few things and kind of see what we like. I like not getting hit by birds. It'll be really hard to play this and try to do it without breaking any candles. Goodness. Oh. Cool. The game has crashed. I guess I should have mentioned that for whatever reason, my Castlevania cartridge, unfortunately, it has a tendency to crash a lot. Well, let me fix this situation. I'll be right back with you. All right. Let's try it again. Let's just go full weak whip for stage 1. See how far we get. Provided I'm actually able to dodge all the power-ups and stuff that drop. Try not to break any candles. No, I broke a candle. Immediately after I said I don't want to break any candles. I think I'm biting off more than I can chew way too early. Putting the horse before the no, putting the cart before the horse and all that. Putting the horse before the cart is what you're supposed to do. Man, this would be tough. To fight the bat with the power down whip and not to break any of the stuff in the arena, that seems impossible. Nobody does that, right? No. I ruined it all. Alright. Alright. Apologies for my indecisiveness and foolishness. We're not going to mess around with that anymore. We're going to take things seriously. I'm going to pick up those 3 power-ups. Powered up whip only. Here we go. We're not gonna be too precious about accidentally breaking stuff open. Just like I promised at the start. I'll actually deliver on it this time. That's fine. We're not gonna use it. Doesn't matter if we pick it up. We're not gonna use it. Now I'm going to do the opposite and just break everything so I can get the points. Sorry. It's always down to the last hit with that bat. I don't know why it's like that. I'm still alive for now. That was a bad move on my part to jump like that. I didn't know that was there. I just looked. I just thought, I wonder if there's a meat here. Oh. I'm so unhappy. I discovered a new meat, but at what cost? The game punished me. I never knew that was there. I never thought to check. Will I ever find the level 3 whip that I long for? No. Yes. Alright, well, if Medusa had such a bad time when I didn't even have a full-powered whip, she's gonna have a really bad time now. Victory. Apologies that it took me so long to start taking this seriously. I've used a few different controllers tonight. playing SNES games, and then also when we were on the GameCube, I was actually using an N64 controller. I've got an adapter because I like to play when I'm playing Game Boy games on the GameCube. I like to use the N64 controller for that. And you know, now we're using the NES controller, and I just gotta say, there's just something I love about the NES controller. It may objectively be weaker than the, you know, than the SNES controller, but I don't know. I prefer the NES controller. Whenever I'm playing a game that doesn't require more than 2 buttons. There have been times I've been playing you know, a game when I've been on an NES and think, oh, I would give an arm to have a shoulder button right about now. There's a meat here as well, but I don't think it spawns until the... Yeah. The old wail on them and pray approach. Works every time. Let's go. That's so lucky. All right, we're halfway there. First part of that, first part of the music on this stage reminds me of the, reminds me to like the intro to like the Ghostbusters theme. He's got a very similar sound. Oh. That part at the intro too continues to play in the yeah, it's in there. Huh. I mean, I don't think that rosary's gonna despawn. Oh, never mind. I wish Loop 2 of Castlevania were put together with the same care of as Loop 1. Guns and Glory, welcome in. Never gets old, Castlevania? Never. I will love this game. I will love this game until I die. I'm in a bad situation right now. No! That's against the spirit of the project. I'm sorry I picked up that invincibility. That's alright, I deserve to die. Sup? We're just having a good time with some games, with some different sort of challenging retro games that I enjoy tonight. We played Operation C earlier tonight, and I think I got my first deathless run in Operation C. I'm gonna review the footage just to make 100% sure, but it seems like we pulled that one off deathless for the first time. Practiced Contra 3 a little bit. I'm much worse at Contra 3 currently. Tried out Ghosts and Goblins on the Game Boy Color for the first time. That's a pretty terrible port. Terrible might be a bit harsh. It's a very mediocre port. And now we're just we're just gonna try and do Castlevania Whip only. I've done this once before, a couple weeks ago. So there's a good chance that I'll be able to make it again. It took me about 2.5 hours to make it through Whip only last time. The first time I did it, so I'm hoping I can do it a little bit faster than that, but I actually don't know what time I started. Again, I'll have to review the footage to see if I actually did speed up. I like doing these challenge runs through some of these more difficult retro games, particularly the shorter ones. The ones that can be done in like a half an hour to an hour time frame. So far, I've done a handful of challenge runs to beat games like this, deathless, and I don't know. Castlevania Whip only is one I'm thinking about eventually doing. Hey. Looks like we've got some we've got some friends coming in. PFDXYZ, welcome in. Hey, thank you for the raid. Pleasure to have you with us, friend. Let me try and type a shout out for you here. I gotta make sure I get this right. Playing Risk of Rain 2. How'd your stream go? How is Risk of Rain 2? I don't actually know that game, or the first one, which I'm assuming exists given the 2 in the title for this. You can use that link there, my friends, to give our friend Matthew a follow, if you would. That's what I'm doing right now. PFDXYZ says, I'm Matthew, and I like pixel art, craft beer, and being bad at games. Well, I really like that part. Huge dork on Maine. Oh, I love it. What a great about. Naturally, as a retro gaming enthusiast, I can completely agree with you on the pixel art. I love pixel art, particularly 8-bit pixel art. I really like 8-bit, the 8-bit style. Craft beer. I'm a beer enthusiast of a sorts. Not well. I couldn't call myself an enthusiast, but I do enjoy a good beer. I like a Belgium style, like Belgium Abbey ales. Particularly the darker ones, but the kind of things that are like they're real thick and yeasty, and they're from recipes that like monks have been using for like 600 years or something like that. Those if I see a beer that's got like those particular features, that I know I'm usually going to have a good time. But yeah, I'm going to give you a follow, my friend, and if I catch you live sometime, I'll try and stop into your stream and take a look at your content as well. Hopefully our schedule will line up someday to allow that. But thank you and welcome to your friends. Really appreciate having you here with us. Let me get back to the chat. here real quick. Guns and Glory says just beat all the Contras on Xbox collection. GG, congratulations, my friend. I haven't even made it. I haven't made it all the way through the series myself. Commando 06, welcome to the stream, Commando. 5 hours of slaughter. Is that what Risk of Rain was like? It's a roguelike shooter. It was fun. Belgian doubles and quads are great. Yeah. Scorn was amazing. It's totally lore from Prometheus. Prometheus. I don't know if I follow. You said something about secret meats. What was that you had said? Get those secret meats, my friend. We are enthusiastic for the secret wall meat. I love a good meat sprite. I even got my very own custom meat emotes, which I love to spam. I love to watch. I love to watch Castlevania streams and spam my meat emotes every time the player gets a wall meat. Wall chicken as your channel icon. I saw a couple people pieces of pixel art while I was clicked over there, but I think I didn't catch that one. But amazing. All right, so we're gonna get back to the game here. I'm playing this, so I guess a quick introduction would be in order. Raiders, again, I'm very happy to have you here. If you haven't seen the stream before, I'm Frownie, of course. I stream several nights a week. I start up at about 10:30 p.m. Central Time, give or take, and go for about 6 or 7 hours. I'm primarily a retro streamer. You can usually catch me playing anything from the Commodore 64 to the PlayStation 2. So close. NES to N64 is my real sweet spot, but I do like to venture off of that map fairly often, and occasionally we even do a more modern game, but those are pretty rare. I like to prioritize very extremely strictly blind first playthroughs of games that I've never been through before, which I'll tell you is making my playthrough of Dark Souls very difficult and very interesting. Otherwise, if it's a game I know and love, you'll often find me I'm doing terrible right now. I can't talk and play. You'll often find me doing challenge runs of games that I love, kind of brutally difficult arcade-style platformers, like this, Contra, Super Ghouls and Ghosts. I've done deathless runs through each of those, for example. And the third thing that I like to do is marathons of broken trash games. Not that long ago, we played every Powerpuff Girls and every Scooby-Doo game I could get my hands on. And when I say marathon, we played them to credits, and a lot of them we 100%ed. And it was a nightmare. But that's the point of the stream. That's the point of the stream, right? I like everybody to be able to relax, to chill out, have a great time, and unwind while I suffer and struggle and cry my way through games that are way too hard for me. Those are the kind of things. Those are the kind of things that I like to do. So hopefully you'll have some fun hanging out with us. The Flea Man, that fight with the Frankenstein is actually not as difficult as I always thought it was. My strategy for the Frankenstein fight had always been to paralyze him with holy water and just whip and pray. But really, like if you get into it and you watch that Flea Man and dance around him, the fight is actually kind of interesting and not really that hard. I mean, as you saw, I came in not even with full health, right? And I almost beat him, but not quite. Buddha Fingers, welcome in. Great to have you here. You did whip only already, didn't you? I did, but it's something, I want to get better at it. So I thought we had time on the stream after the other things we did tonight. Why not do another whip only run? See if I can do it a little faster than last time. Hey, Buddha Fingers, thank you for the gift sub. Very kind of you, my friend. Thank you for that. And Matthew, take a key for coming in. If you prefer PFD or another abbreviation of your screen name, just let me know, my friend. I just latched on to what I read in your about. But I'm more than happy to try to remember to address folks as they like to be called. Name works fine, right on. Careful. So, like I said, I've done this game deathless once before. Just a plain sort of any percent kind of playthrough, and I'm sort of gearing up to maybe do whip only deathless, and I'm thinking about like how far I want to push that. Because like I've done some of the Contra games deathless, and when I did those, I would do an any percent run, and then I did a low percent run, and then I did a... Sorry. That's the kind of thing I'm not supposed to be doing. But I'm still new to this challenge, so it's okay if I make mistakes, right? And lost my train of thought. So yeah, I did 3 deathless runs through each of those, and so the thought is maybe to try and do, maybe not the exact same 3 runs through every game, but if there's a game, like, I feel like whip only is a pretty obvious challenge for Castlevania, and if there is a game, that I like enough to be able to do a 1cc or to do it deathless, then I think that if there's an obvious challenge like that, then there's no reason to... It makes sense to try and take that on, too, at some point. No. Alright, focus. No. Too shy for the just don't call me late to dinner joke. Bad puns are welcome here. Oh, Buddha Fingers, if you rewind the VOD and listen to the joke I opened the stream with, you may want to retract that sub that you gave. I do wall chicken challenge redeems on my stream where people give me a challenge of their choice. That's a pretty interesting redeem. The problem with the thing is I could never do that on my stream because the only thing people would ever request I do is a deathless run of Echo the Dolphin. My casual first-time playthrough of Echo the Dolphin on stream is, to date, the most horrific experience that I've lived through. And no one ever lets me forget it. For a span of, like, 8 different sessions on stream, I was stuck on the last level forever. I played the last level, I think I played it for like somewhere between 20 and 25 hours. Multiple streams, a single level. I could not finish that game for the life of me. It was horrific. It's also a triumph. Beating Echoes straight up is not an easy thing. That tracks. Oh, it was a never-ending nightmare. You have my sympathies. I'll never be the same. Streaming is fun. You go through some wild experiences playing games on stream, and it's amazing because it creates a record of all of them. So if the future is like the past, this is where we're really gonna have some problems, my friends. Stage 5 is no joke under the best of conditions, and the Grim Reaper fighting the Grim Reaper with only the whip is it's indescribably terrible. I'm at a loss for words, even just thinking about it now. So you gotta get to see a lot of this level. I hope you like it here. I'm not even gonna make it to him right now. I can't escape the video evidence. Buddha can tell you how many times I tried to beat death. He is no joke. He is no joke, that death. So you've done the whip only run too? I might have missed that. If you I might not have caught that. Oh, just a casual run still got wrecked. Hey, I mean that's the way this game goes. I feel like I got when I accomplished my deathless run of the game, I feel like it was pure luck. I got it pretty quickly after I started, after I started grinding for it. It didn't really take that long to get, but I don't think it was because of skill at all. I think I just got really lucky, really early into the grind. And I can prove that because some of the other deathless runs that I've tried for, you know, some of them took months. Like those Contra runs. If you search for Agent Frownie Contra on YouTube, you will find thousands of hours of videos of me grinding my way through Contra. It was a chore. Oh, I got a bot to take care of. See you later. I'm not I'm not a particularly skilled or talented gamer, but the one superpower that I have that sees me through is I basically have invincible patience. I can persist until I wear a game down. That's not, it's not to say that I never need breaks or I never step away from anything, but I always come back to it. Same inability to give up. Yeah, I think that's the most valuable thing you can have, truly. Except I do give up. Well, to be fair, I have officially abandoned on the stream one game. There have been things we haven't finished yet that are kind of in a limbo where they're sort of unofficially abandoned. But I did the Wonderful 101. I did formally walk away from that game. I did not have a wonderful time with it. Not abandoned, but sideboarded. Yeah, because who knows? Maybe someday, if I play a game and I don't like it, all that much, maybe somewhere down the line, you see, I'll encounter another game that's kind of similar to it, that I like a lot more, and it will sort of open my mind, and I can revisit what I previously disliked with a fresh perspective and enjoy it more down the line. That's always a possibility. A lot of the games that I like now are things that I would have hated as a kid. So I know that for sure. Like Castlevania and Contra, I would have despised these games when I was young. And like Mega Man. Mega Man's an example. That's a game that I actually vividly remember playing several times when I was a kid and never really liking. And now that's completely changed. I really enjoy Mega Man games now. All right. I haven't been making it through this hallway, but I haven't really deserved to either. I've been playing very clumsily. See, if I could do that every time, that'd be great. Oh, I don't remember how to do this fight. No, why couldn't I hit both of those? All right, from the top. Yeah. My heart did break a little bit when that whip upgrade disappeared. But what was I going to do? There was a shower of calcium pouring down all around me. The least they could do is throw me a bone. I love when you find the wall meat and you don't even need it. It's so very satisfying. I get to collect it. I get to collect it not because I have to, but because I want to. Throw an axe at me, so I'm just gonna run away. That seemed like a good idea. I like that the candle right next to the axe guy always drops an axe. It's like when you defeat him, you get to take his weapon from him. I think that's what they were thinking when they put it together. It's like I think the first game I remember... Well, you know what? Now I'm trying to think. What is the first game I ever played where you could disarm an enemy and take their weapon? Where... I guess specifically I'm more interested in the idea of specifically disarming an enemy and taking their weapon rather than defeating them and taking it. But I'll you know, I think I'll accept either as I'm thinking here. But because I think that the Wind Waker might be the first thing I played where you could remove an enemy's weapon and use it against them. But if I think in general of just taking an enemy's weapon, even if it means killing them, but taking their weapon and then using it, the first time I could ever do that in a game might have been Mario Brothers 3 with the Goomba shoe. I think that's the first time I ever encountered that in a game. Trying to think before that. There may be something before that. I've never thought about this before. Karibo shoe, yeah. I just always called it the Goomba shoe. Some habits never go away. Like the super mushroom I will always think of as the biggie. In Mario. My dad always called that mushroom the biggie, and so that will forever be its name in my heart. I have a very distinct this no one will be able to appreciate this the way I do, of course, but I have a very vivid memory of playing Super Mario World with my father when I was a kid, and he was playing, and he had the cape power up, and he was chasing a mushroom, and he failed to get it, and he fell down into a pit, and he was holding the button, so he was drifting down real slow with the cape into this pit to his death. And he said, "Oh no, my biggie," in this really high-pitched voice that I don't think I've ever heard my father use before or since. And it sticks out as an amazing memory. I'm sorry, because I know I could never convey to you what it does for me in my mind. But what a great time! Oh, if only I could have ducked under him. Such a tough battle. This is the thing. Getting good at fighting death with only the whip, that's a long road. So, I really like collecting physical media. I have a pretty nice physical retro game collection. I'm really lucky. I got into retro game collecting really early when it used to be cheap. And so I've got a pretty nice collection. So I play pretty much exclusively physically on real hardware. And the biggest problem with that is, though, that I like to do challenge runs of games, but when I play only on real hardware, that means the only way for me to practice is to grind out full sessions of the games I like to play. Like, I can't make save states and loop and repeat parts of games, and that's a feature that I really wish I had. Stretch break, nice. Thank you for that, Buddha Fingers. Let me have a sip of coffee and then we'll do that. We can go to the big camera for the stretch. What have I done to my headphone cord? Nothing. Was something wrong with it? It's just behind my head. Cat Collade, welcome in. How did you enjoy Game Boy Color Ghosts and Goblins? Pricey cart nowadays, not worth it. So we did the full 2 loops of Ghosts and Goblins on the Game Boy Color. We played loop 1 on the Super Game Boy on the SNES, and it ran terribly. It was so laggy and broken. It was a disaster, and I thought, oh, this game is horrible. It's a nightmare. And then after loop 1, because it has a password system on the Game Boy, I took down the password after loop 1, and we took the card out and we put it into the GameCube, and did loop 2 on the Game Boy Player, and it ran really, really fast. So I could either play it super laggy and broken, or too fast, and both ways were pretty terrible. I don't know. I suspect if you play it on an actual Game Boy Color, it probably runs. I would hope that it runs somewhere in between, and is an acceptable experience. But my experience of it was pretty mediocre. I can't really call it terrible. It still wasn't terrible, especially when I switched to the GameCube. It still wasn't terrible, but it wasn't good. The NES is definitely the way to play it, and if it's a pricey cart, because I don't know what it goes for. I bought it ages ago. If it's a pricey cart, then just get Ghosts and Goblins NES if you can, or just play it on the Switch, on the Nintendo Switch Online, or but play the NES version, and some version of the NES that's not the Game Boy Color port. Also, they changed some things around for I think no reason on the Game Boy Color Ghosts and Goblins. They moved some of the hidden armors. They either moved or removed them because they weren't in their typical spots. And I found one that I don't think exists on the NES version. They put an armor on stage 4. I don't think there's an armor on stage 4 on NES Ghosts and Goblins. I've never seen it before. I've never seen it or heard of it, but I found one, which is weird because that's the easiest stage in the game. So, but then the one in the big guy house on stage 2 I couldn't find. The one on stage 5 with the moving platforms I couldn't find. The one on stage 6 where you jump near the ladder I couldn't find. So I don't know what was going on. I don't know why they changed those things. And also, I think that they made one of the bosses immune to the knife, because I fought him with the knife and I wasn't doing any damage. It's the more I talk about it, the worse it gets, right? Speaking of pricey carts, I'm going to a giant retro convention tomorrow, Buddhafinger says. If you pick up something nice, feel free to share some photos of it, my friend. I'm jealous of you. I've never been to a retro convention. Although if I went, I would probably be sticker shocked by the prices on everything, and I think I'd walk away sad. Yeah, a lot of odd changes. It's weird. It's not like it looks like it's almost a 1-to-1 port. But then they changed some things though they didn't even have to change, and that's odd to me. I'm sure my wallet is going to cry, Budafinger says. Try not to come home with an Astro City or something. Come home with a stadium events. Complete inbox. But no, I typically wear I usually wear the curly part of my headphone cord behind my neck just because it's kind of heavy, and like I can feel it pull on this ear thing if I sit, because like I could sit it on my lap, but if it slides off my lap, then it starts to pull on this side. So I just put it behind my neck to sort of take the weight off of my ear. And I've got it plugged into an extension cable that's way too long anyway. So whatever I can do to waste some of the length, coiling it around my head seems like a good idea. Astro City is a whole arcade cabinet. Oh, so not only would you buy it, but you'd have to hire movers. All right, let me get my big head out of the way, and we'll go see if we can find a new and interesting way to lose to death. No! Oh, things were going really well. Sure, there was something to burn a whole lot of money on. Like a Sony BVM. I don't even know what that is. I didn't know what Astro City was. I just assumed it was a super expensive game. Arcade machines are something I've never really longed to have an arcade machine. Even for like, like Ghosts and Goblins. I love Ghosts and Goblins, but I don't really know that I would ever even be interested in having an arcade machine of that. Maybe Haunted Castle. Haunted Castle is so terrible. I know we talked about that before. That their cabinets are expensive too. If I ever accidentally become like super rich and I have to waste a whole lot of money on something, I think I'll buy an arcade cabinet of Haunted Castle. And I can stand it up in my living room as a constant reminder that I should never be trusted with money. Oh yeah, but that's what I was gonna say. Like a video game arcade cabinet, I don't think I would really ever be interested in owning. A pinball machine? I would like to have a pinball machine someday. I don't think it'll ever happen. they're super expensive. But a pinball machine might be nice. I'm not even sure which one I would want. There are a lot of great pinball machines out there. It would be hard to decide, you know, like which one to get, but too bad there's not like a pinball machine for like the Super Mario Brothers movie. That would be the pinball machine for me. Medieval Madness. I don't think I know that one. If I take a look at it, I might be there with you though. Falling asleep at the wheel, so I'm gonna lurk. Good night, y'all. Thank you again for the raid, Matthew. I really appreciate that, my friend. And I will do my best to come your way sometime if I catch you live. Hopefully I'll get to enjoy your company again. It's been great chatting with you tonight. Thank you for the good luck wishes. Oh, no. Why? Can you go back downstairs? You can. This doesn't respawn, does it? It doesn't even open now. Why would you ever want to go backward? I guess to get wall meat you missed. I didn't miss it, but, you know. There's a Mario pinball, but not the movie, I guess. Well, I mean, you know, if I got a Mario pinball machine, I would want it to be based on a canon installment of the series, the one and only canon installment of the series, not some weird, you know, sort of spin-off expanded universe thing like a game or a cartoon. Only official movie merchandise for me. Why'd he have to come up onto this platform instead of falling down to the bottom? You see this kind of long rock here? How there's like a circular rock and then there's like a rectangle rock laying down next to it? I keep seeing these, like there's another one over here. I keep seeing them out of the corner of my eyes, and I think that they're those guys from Mario Brothers 3 that are going to pop up and throw a wrench at me. I keep thinking of those characters. I don't know if I've ever noticed this guy in the shackles in the background. He's having a bad day. Yeah, the guys from the airships, because you can see, like, they've got a little thing on the top of their head that you can see when they're hiding in the ground, and it kind of reminds me of that. Oh, that's interesting. Look at that skeleton. It's not quite the right proportions, but look at how tall it is. Like, it's almost the right size to be, you know, somewhat another human from Simon's World. Like, the legs are about right, the torso's about right, the head's way too big, but... Huh, I never... Like, usually, you know... Usually, like, a background skeleton, like, they wouldn't care. They'd just draw it whatever size they needed to make it look like a skeleton. But, it's actually, like, kind of the right size. amazing how many hours I can play a game without looking at it, you know? So many details that I never think about. I hope I didn't just lose my chance to pick up the meat. Thank goodness. I disagree. It's really nice. Like, it's difficult. I'm not very good at it, but it is nice to battle these bosses and you know, try and do it for real without cheesing them. Because I've cheesed them so much. I've put them through so many unfair fights. Right? And to really sort of meet them on, like, a fairer playing ground is it's an interesting experience. Give me the cheese, Greg says. I'm not saying that I'm not saying it's necessarily a bad thing to do that, but I mean to use it to take advantage of a cheese. Like I said, I've fought them that way so many times, but this just, I don't know, it's just interesting to connect with the game in a different way and, you know, to subject myself to a challenge sort of closer to what they probably had in mind for you to do when you're playing. Just interesting. It's okay, I get what you meant. Normally I'd agree, but Death deserves maximum cheese 7 days a week. Welcome in, X2601. I feel like the battle is won or lost mostly in these first few hops that Death makes. If I could stop blundering at the beginning of the battle, like once he gets the first couple hops out of the way, things seem to settle down a bit and the fight becomes more manageable, but it's making it through through those, that's not happening for me. Breaking me down. Just getting to the Grim Reaper / death with enough health is challenge enough. Yeah, when I'm really lucky, I can make it there with full health. This hallway here, like, I understand on a certain level, like, how to get through here without taking any damage, but getting my eyes and my brain and my fingers to coordinate the way they need to every time, it doesn't happen every time. I understand it enough that I can usually, I usually feel and know when I'm making a mistake before or as I'm making it. So I feel confident in my understanding of the part, but not in my execution. I think part of my problem is that I need to not be too greedy about hitting death. I don't know. Because I was just hitting him a ton, and that felt really good. I don't know what my problem is. My problem is I just need to get lucky. I just need to be lucky and not get hit a whole lot. That's the surefire way to win. Just play it enough that eventually you get a lucky pattern and accidentally win. The hallway leading up to the death is a thing, yeah. It's a nightmare of a hallway. It was a great effort. Thank you. Thank you. MK, welcome in. Good morning. What a horrible morning to have a curse. You see, the thing is, as much as I like to complain, the thing is I have no justification for it because I've put myself into this situation. Aw. I lost too much health and could not be fully restored. I've lost too much health. End of sentence. It's okay, I don't need the help. I'm not gonna get hit anyway. The plan is not to death hit me anyway. It doesn't matter that I've lost all my health. I wish anything I said were ever true. Seen you beat Mega Man Buster only, you can beat this too. Thank you for the vote of confidence. I've beaten this whip only before. This is I'm trying it for a second time now. The idea is to, the idea is eventually to be good at it, maybe someday I'll even do a 1cc or a deathless run whip only. I know it doesn't look like the kind of thing I could ever do right now, but with enough practice, who knows what might be possible. someday. Yeah, Mega Man Buster only is fun. I really like doing that. This attempt just fell completely to pieces. That's what this is just what I need. Fresh start. Clear the head. Don't throw any holy water. Oh, I don't think I knew there was a block here. So I have two more Mega Man games to do for the first time on stream. Two more NES Mega Man games. We've never done Mega Man 2 on the stream, and I've never beaten Mega Man 3 at all. Part of the thing about those is, though, when we do play those, I feel like because we did the first one Buster only, I feel like I'm gonna I'm gonna feel a strong temptation to not use any of the sub weapons for 2 or 3 either. And that makes those games extra scary. Are we activating the cheese? No, not at all. Not at all. I just picked this up by accident. I'm not using it. I'm trying to avoid picking up sub-weapons, but in the heat of battle, you know, sometimes they drop, and I can't avoid them as much as I'd like to. I've got about at least another hour I could probably stream, so no need to activate any cheese. We've got time to wear death down. If I keep coming back, eventually he'll get tired and he'll get sloppy, and I'll beat him. That's the thing people don't realize sometimes. Video games are like people too, right? They wear out and get tired too eventually. So you just need to be persistent and wear them down. Soon he'll be tired, and he'll make mistakes, and we'll laugh at him, and no one will laugh at me. I've never beaten Mega Man 3. I have played a bit of it. Mega Man 3 is pretty tough. I think it could be the hardest of the Mega Man games. Of the NES ones, anyway. My poor life bar. It doesn't deserve to be treated like this. I wonder to what degree his scythes are controlled by RNG, and to what degree they target me. Well, that's just the kind of thing that happens sometimes. You pick up a sub-weapon, just like I was talking about. It definitely feels like the scythes come for me, but there are like 4 of them, so they could be moving completely randomly, and still, by accident, at least one would almost always be coming closer to me, so what is random could just feel like I'm being targeted. I can just never... That bone dragon just has to drop a weapon every time now. He won't... I can't get him to stop. Ironically, the weapon he dropped is a weapon I would use to get him to stop. Ooh, I actually did a backward jump. That's like a speedrunner trick there. I think I did anyway. That's what it looked like. I don't like being down there. I couldn't swing my whip fast enough. Oh, that was so good. That felt intense. My heart is pounding. This is an awful way to look at it, but if I do twice as good as I just did, we'll beat him. That doesn't sound good at all when I word it like that. I have to do twice as good as I just did. That scythe stayed there for forever. It became confusing to me. I'm dead. I'm not dead. I'm dead. We were so very close. I feel like I'm using 9% of my brain instead of just 2. If I could use all 10%. No, this is cheating. This is cheating on a deathless run. Stand here until it wears off. I don't want that to happen. On a deathless run, on a whip only run. So close, so very close. As I get better at fighting death, I get worse at fighting every other enemy. That's the trade-off. That's like the wish I make on the monkey's paw, right? I wish to be better at the death fight, and when my wish is granted, I'm immediately worse at fighting every other enemy in the game. See, that guy right there? I just talked about enemies in the game, they get tired. That guy got tired. He threw almost no axes. He's just worn out. He can't throw anymore. Yeah, beat the game into submission. That's how you win. Oh, nice. We have another raid coming in. Let me just pause it for a moment, because I'm in a deadly hallway. We'll have some coffee and welcome everybody to the stream. Guri Selma, great to have you here. Tell us about your stream, my friend. What were you doing tonight, and how did it go? Try and put a shout-out link there for you in the chat. Playing more Mass Effect. Exploring the far reaches of the universe and battling many ferocious aliens. On 3 now. How many Mass Effect games are there? Are there only 3, or did they make more? There are 4. And things are going okay for me. I'm trying to beat this game whip only for the second time, and it's going about as well as the first time did, which is to say, death is repeatedly humiliating me. I just had a really good run against him. I got him down to like 1 or 2 hits. It was him or me, and unfortunately, as it usually is, it was me who couldn't make it. The 4th isn't related to the other 3? It's a series. I haven't gotten into any of those myself yet. I only know sort of them slightly from other people. Close. Close. That's how close we got before. He had two items in his health bar. I got really lucky there. I don't feel like I was playing very well. I think I just got lucky there. Had a good stream, got okay progress. Any stream with progress is great. I mean, I don't know about you, but I have had streams of literally 0 progress in games before. Ghosts and Goblins Resurrection in particular. There were occasions where I streamed that game for 4 and 5 hours and couldn't progress to a single checkpoint. That game is so hard and I am so trash at it. That is not a good combination. Did I pick up the wall meat already? Thank goodness I didn't. Echo the Dolphin? Oh yeah. I didn't play Echo for those, I didn't play Echo for stretches quite as long as that, but definitely less progress was made across more streams. Thanks for the shout out. No problem, my friend. Situation is grim. I guess appropriate since we're battling the Reaper. I don't like being down here. Being down there in those little pits on either side is really dangerous. I mean, you have to go down there sometimes, but you want to get in. Ideally, take out a scythe and get out. We're kin. We like our video games like we like our stones hard. Always up for a good challenge. Someday I'm going to be really good at this. I can't wait to be that future version of Frownie. It'll be a lot more fun than being this version. No! Gaza Dazzler, good to see you again. Welcome in. I'm doing all right. I'm very close to beating death with only the whip. I've done it before. I know I can do it again. I don't know how I did it before, but I know I did. There's video evidence. But I hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining us. Hope your weekend's off to a good start. He didn't throw an axe for a year and then waited for me to jump. I got lucky there. I got really greedy, and I got lucky that I didn't pay for it. I feel like I tend to forget that I can jump up into those bricks when I'm underneath them. See, that's when you sabotage the future, Frownie. Why should he get all the glory? Keep failing just to spite him. I don't know. I think I can just take, take satisfaction in that, by some strange math, when I become the future Frownie, that I like to feel that he's traded places with me and he has become the past Frownie, and now I have overcome him. And he gets to be envious of my achievements. That's how time works, right? Would you like to join my Discord, Frownie? If you want to whisper me an invite, then I could take a look at it. I'm not very active on Discord, so... Like we have a Discord. I don't even use my own Discord all that much. So you probably would not see a lot of messages from me, if any at all. But, if you'd like to send me an invite, I could take a look at it. I'm in, like, I don't know, 12 different Discord servers. I don't know. I don't know if I've ever posted anything in any of them, other than ours. Mine's relaxed, so it's all good. Dropped you a whisper. Thank you. Yeah, I do appreciate being invited in. For sure. No. I have to carry around this disgusting holy water in my inventory. I have it up there at the top of the screen, mocking me. Well, the good news is the holy water's going away. Love your content and retro games. Thank you for that. The occasional, we've been trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty message in all my Discords. I used to get like scam phone calls like that all the time. And then I stopped having a cell phone for a couple years. And I just recently, well, not recently, but I just got one at the beginning of this year. After not having one for a couple years. And I don't get those kind of calls at all anymore. I mean, I don't miss them, but it's just interesting that they went away. I mean, I don't have the same number. I'm sure that helps. But I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is that I did with my old number that caused them to begin in the first place, right? And for the longest time, I would get phone calls in some language that I don't even speak. I get phone calls and I get messages, voicemails or whatever, and they would have that same sort of tone. They'd have that same tone that all those scam calls always have, but I don't know. They were in maybe Korean. I'm not good with identifying languages that I don't speak, which is all of them except English. Unless it's one of the very few words that I know. I love getting dodgy calls. Go along with them for ages. Let them think they're onto a winner, and then I play stupid and stress them out. I watch some of that sort of scam baiting content from time to time. I don't participate in it a lot myself, but sometimes it's fun to watch. People messing with scam callers. Or emails. Best is when it's an when it's an insurance ring and I pretend I'm robbing the house and I picked up the phone just for fun. Oh my goodness. This stage is going to be the death of my attention, Buddhafinger says. My apologies, friend. I'm sorry if I'm boring you to sleep. I'm trying my best. Nicely done, full health. I've made it with full... I can make it with full health here sometimes. That doesn't really mean we're going to win, though. necessarily. Oh my. Oh my gosh, a dancer. VR, welcome in. Welcome to death. My death, not the boss. Although the boss is what's killing me. What is the magic incantation I have to chant to get the scythes to line up where I need them to? No, teach me the words. Love it. I hardly get any scam calls now. I wonder why. So close. So close. That's our third best. That's the third best attempt. Am I gonna beat Jeff's speedrun PB? I'm not interested in speedrunning VR. I will let Jeff rest securely atop his throne. Alright, we get another try. No! That one scythe had me extra worried. Victory. First try. Let's get out of here. Oh, what a night. What a night. We've done it. We've done it. That's the hardest part. I am going to struggle on this stage, too. Did you see that? It looked like the game was going to crash. Just to be clear, if the game crashes, we're done. Marco Cuno, welcome in. We just conquered death. And Dracula is shaking in his boots at my approach. Don't worry, Dracula didn't see that. I'm not very good at making it through this first part here. I'm not very good at making it through most of this. Those moves, I loved it. If I could do that every time, if I could just do that every time, we would have some real magic happening. I'm gonna do this again next week. I don't know what night, but we're gonna do another whip only run next week, because the last time I did this was a couple weeks ago, and so I'm wondering now, like, if I do it again, if I do another run closer to this one, how much of this is gonna stick with me. So, we'll put this on the schedule, maybe for, you know, we'll try and do it early in the week, like Monday or Wednesday. No, I don't want that. All right, great. Great. Now all that remains is Dracula. This will take a while, particularly the Cookie Monster. Phase 1 of Dracula is annoying, but not impossible. The Cookie Monster, I have very limited experience fighting. Especially whip only. I gotta say, I have a decent amount of experience fighting him, you know, with sub-weapons. Fireballs. Yuck. I don't know if there's a whole lot I could have done about that. Oh no! I didn't pick up any stuff! I'm weak! It was the Dracula fight music. It hypnotized me. I couldn't think of anything but getting back here, and I didn't pick up my upgrades. Oh, I haven't hurt him a single time because he's only weak in the head, right? I wasn't even paying attention. I'm sitting here hitting him in the legs. It does nothing. He did the big jump and he still landed on me. What a jerk. Come on, big jump, please. Thank you. No, I was expecting a big jump. I don't know. I'm still trying to work out. I'm still trying to learn if he's got a movement pattern or if he's got a tell for which kind of jump he's going to do. It's nice that he didn't throw any fireballs, though. Always happy to see that. Anytime he wants to not throw fireballs, I'm happy. Dracula is dead already. He just doesn't know it yet. Yeah. It is pretty much guaranteed to land on me. Ugly. Ugly. It's a shame. It's a shame because I can do the first Dracula fight pretty well. The second one is a completely different story. This is a tough cookie. You said it. I have an idea. Stop with the fireballs. No, I thought he'd do it. I thought he was due for a big jump. My idea was terrible. My idea was to hold off on killing him until he was in a corner, and then... And then he would turn, and then he'd transform on one side of the room, and I'd have more time before he had to land on me. I think that was a good idea. I'm proud of it. I'm gonna do it again. Where's my upgrade? Where's my upgrade, game? What are you doing? See, it's punishing me for having an idea. So I must be on the right track. So we can't let Frownie get away with that. Let's make it harder. See you tomorrow. Gotta get some sleep. Work this afternoon. Thank you for being here, Greg. Appreciate you hanging out with me for so long. Sorry I was slow to bring home the win, and you had to run off. But I hope you sleep well, my friend. Hope you have a great weekend, and I hope I get to see you next week. He has not done a high jump this entire battle, and then he spit fireballs at me. Everything was going mediocre. Short whip can be better, Frownie. Don't be disappointed. It was so weird that he didn't do a single high jump that whole battle. That's not good to jump in the same direction the fireballs are moving. Well, I'm victorious. I don't feel like I learned a whole lot. But we won. And we had fun doing it. Thank you for the GG, Buddha Fingers. Thank you for the celebratory yay, MK, and the emotes. There we go, my friends. We've done it twice now. I think it actually took me longer than it did last time. I didn't run a timer, and I didn't pay attention to the clock, but I actually think it took me longer to do than it did last time. Or, at best, maybe about the same time. So I didn't improve, but I think, you know, maybe I can blame that on putting it down for too long. So we'll try it again next week, and I'll try really hard to not forget what I learned tonight. I feel like I did learn a little bit about fighting the Grim Reaper. I didn't really talk about it, but I think one of my problems early on in the battle is I have a strong urge to jump whip to take out the scythes, and really that's a bad idea because that almost always ends up getting me hurt. I can't jump and whip as fast as I think I can, and so I'm much better off trying to walk under scythes and only jumping really to stay away from them, and only jumping defensively, not offensively, I think. Except for in the most dire of circumstances. I think if I can keep focused on that, I'll do better on death in the future. Defensive jumps only. We'll see. And if I can figure out a little bit more about the Cookie Monster, if I can figure out if there's some way I can influence him into jumping high so that I can walk under him when I want to, that would be convenient. Loop 2? No Loop 2. I've done Loop 2 before. I don't really like Castlevania Loop 2. All they really do is spam a bunch of extra bats, and it's not as much fun. Like, the first loop of Castlevania is so, like, meticulously crafted. When I play Loop 2 and it's just got a whole bunch of random bat spam, it, I don't know, really, it's really kind of a bummer. Loop 2, no items, no whip. No whip. Pacifist run, eh? But that's it, my friends. That's all we're gonna do for tonight. It's been a great stream, another massive 8-hour stream. I'm happy to be here with you for these long streams. But it is time to head out. Want to see a comic of Belmont working at Starbucks, and he gets sad whenever someone orders no whip. Well done. Thank you for the stream and your hard work. Well, it's hardly work, MK. My hard work is hardly work. It is a joy to do, especially when I have so many fine people here to keep me company. That's really what it's all about. And I really appreciate you for it, my friends. Just trying to decide what direction to push us in for the stream here. Thanks for the stream. Thank you for being here, Marco. So next week, I usually don't stream on Saturdays. There's a small chance I might stream on Sunday night. That usually doesn't happen either, but I should definitely be back by Monday. Monday night on the stream, we're gonna play another seasonally appropriate, another sort of spooky themed game for October. It may or may not be. It may or may not be roughly the same caliber as Van Helsing from earlier this week. But we'll do something. We'll do something for October on Monday night. We're gonna have more Horus and more Death Souls on Tuesday and Thursday if everything goes according to plan. We'll do more. We're gonna lean heavy into Operation C for our contra portions of our stream to see about what do the low percent and 100% runs of that feel like, and are they viable for Deathless? And we'll do definitely another whip-only run for Castlevania here to keep in shape and see, is this viable? Can I get better at this and maybe do this Deathless someday? So those are some of the things to think about upcoming. So I turned that one off, Buddha Fingers, because it kept getting redeemed at inappropriate times in the stream, and that really derails things. But at least three times it was redeemed when the stream wasn't even ending, and on at least one occasion for a channel that wasn't even live. So if if I can't get people to use it responsibly, then I can't leave it active. It's a very big hassle to refund channel points. It wasn't you, but yeah, I don't like things like that bringing the stream to a screeching halt. But if you I will you know, do you have a suggestion for me? Is there someone you want to push us toward? Whisper me the channel and I'll take a look at it. I'm not always going to take suggestions, but if they're playing something interesting to me, then I might check them out. But yeah, we'll do it in a whisper, just because if I have some reason why I don't want to drop in, I don't want that to be a reflection on the to read as a reflection on the stream in general. All right. Well done. I think you've sold me. All right. We'll head off in this direction. All right. So yeah, next week from me, spooky game on Monday, Horus and Dark Souls on Tuesdays and Thursdays, more Castlevania, more Operation C, and probably lots of other stuff too. We'll see. We'll see. Those are the things guaranteed, but I'm always getting up to some sort of nonsense. And I'd love to have you come along with me, my friend. So I'm going to take Buddhafinger's suggestion tonight, and we'll head in the direction of this Fractal Mind Mike. Not sure what he's playing, and I don't think I've seen his stream before, but we'll check it out. Buddhafingers tells me good things, so it seems like it may be an interesting time. So that's it for me, my friends. That's all I've got all I got for you. Thank you so much for being here. Really, truly appreciate it, and I hope that you'll come back and keep me company again in the very near future. But it's time to head out now. Let's go on an adventure.